KNDY.
And welcome in to the home of the Valley Heights Mustangs as we get a Friday night rocking and rolling here from Valley Heights. Good evening and welcome into our final Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week here on KNDY FM 95.5. Max Blasky along the ride with you here tonight as it's an in-county, Marshall County matchup here between Frankfort and Valley Heights. Both of these teams have already squared off once this season. Valley Heights girls looking to go 2-0, while Valley Heights boys will be looking for revenge. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Parker Seed, Wankland Oil, the Route 77 Corner Stores, First National Bank, Waterville Housing Authority, Landall Company, Cottage Hill Ag Supply, M&R Auto Parts, the Christy Anders Funeral Home, Ebony Construction, Blue River Veterinary Clinic, Frankfort Area News, Sat Brothers Petroleum, J&R Market, Titan Manufacturing, Blue Valley Technologies, the Citizen State Bank branches, Flint Hills Mechanical and HVAC, Gray Family Dental, Performance Ag, Twin Valley Developmental Services, the Frankfort Community Care Home, Sharp Manufacturing, and Trailers for You in Frankfort. As always, our broadcast brought to you by Marysville Dental Care, where Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number one rated dentists in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care you deserve. It's our final regular season broadcast before Substate takes over KNDY in just a couple weeks. We'll take our first time out. When we come out, take a look at how both Frankfort and Valley Heights girls have fared so far here in this season.
Dr. Brittany here with Marysville Dental Care, where your family's health is our top priority. Dr. Zach, our team, and I are the family dental home you've always been looking for.
Our comprehensive dental care is designed to serve all of your dental needs. Whether it's a routine cleaning, braces, or cosmetic work, we provide the highest quality of care with a comfortable experience. Visit our office across from the Marysville Courthouse or go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to schedule a visit.
Have the smile you've always wanted with our team by your side.
With a history of success and a commitment to innovation, DeKalb Asgrow brands deliver consistent yield results that farmers can count on season after season. Parker Seed of Waterville can make sure your new crop year starts with the best seeds that have the proven performance for better yield potential. Let them provide the right seed for your environmental conditions to produce the most bushels per acre in your fields. Call Todd at Parker Seed at Waterville, 785-562-6687.
Wankland Oil is proud to serve the community with propane, gas, and diesel fuel right to your home or farm. Family owned and operated, they'll deliver your fuel with an old-fashioned personal touch. Their dependable quality service at the lowest price available makes them a leader in the field. In addition to propane and diesel, they also offer tank repair, sales, and service. For your fuel and heating needs, Wankland Oil is just a call away. 800-794-2019. They have the energy since 1926.
Looking for a spot to refuel you or the whole team? Make the Route 77 Corner Store your ultimate pit stop. From Hunt Brothers Pizza and soft serve ice cream in Blue Rapids to hand-breaded fried chicken and fish in Waterville, fountain drinks, snacks, and sweet treats. Save on fuel with the Dino Pay app every time you hit the road. To take a break or stay on the go, let the Route 77 Corner Stores of Blue Rapids and Waterville fuel you up for your next road trip.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's a standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
I love my community bank because I received personal service after hours. When I was in a bind at a store, I made a quick phone call and they helped me resolve the problem. They were there for me when I really needed it. At First National Bank, they're not just my banker. They're my neighbor, friend, and an active part of my community.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, 93 years of complete banking service, proud to be a community bank, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Valley Heights High School, home of the Mustangs. It's some Friday night action here as Marshall County matchup between Frankfort and Valley Heights. Mentioned it a little bit in the opening. This is the second time these two teams have met now on this season. First matchup came back on January 16th, and for the Frankfort girls, it was an unforgettable performance. Valley Heights ran away with the contest 71-23. That's 48 points of victory for the Valley Heights girls. That was back when Frankfort was dealing with some injuries. They're still dealing with some this season. Of course, Macy Woff is out for the year, but getting a little bit healthier. Tessa Parthimer back for her first game a couple weeks ago versus Onega. Looked like Breeley Eppert back out there on the floor again for head coach Brian Eppert and his Wildcats. For the Frankfort, though, girls on the season, it's been a tough one. 4-13, now 2-10 in league play under ninth-year head coach Brian Efford. Of course, all the excitement was around the Wildcats last season after claiming the first 1A Division I girls title in school history. But this year, it's been a dull of the swords. Frankfort did start the season off 4-2, but since then, 11 straight losses for the Wildcats, including a thumping on Tuesday night versus one of the top teams in the Twin Valley League in Centralia. That final score, 67-57. As for the Valley Heights girls, it's been an up and down season. Now 10-8 on the season, 6-6 under 8th-year head coach Jordan Broxterman. This is a team last year that finished 4th in state and again was up and down. Started the season 3-0, then 3 straight losses, and since the TBL tournament, just kind of back and forth. Valley Heights, though, is coming off a hard-fought effort last night versus Clifton Clyde, a 66-56 win for the Mustangs over a solid Clifton Clyde Eagles team. And then a solid fight on Tuesday night at Clay Center. Valley Heights fell 62-58 to the 10th-ranked team in Class 4A. The Mustangs led going into the fourth quarter of that game, but Clay Center was just too much. Again, it's been a tough schedule for the Mustangs, taking on teams such as Marysville, Nemaha Central, Clay Center, and Riley County, as the Valley Heights girls in Class 2A are looking for another run at Sub-State. Speaking of the postseason, we're going to take another time out. When we come back, we'll take a look at how both girls' Sub-States are shaping out for these two teams as we get ready for tip-off between Valley Heights and Frankfort here on KNDY FM 95.5.
Everyone's wanting to reduce, reuse, and recycle. How about reducing the amount of money leaving your bank account every month? With income-based living and reduced cable bill cost for everyone, Waterville Housing Authority is your housing partner. Enjoy maintenance-free and comfortable living in 1 or 2 bedroom apartments. Check out their Facebook page or call 785-363-2239. That's 785-363-2239.
Landall Company in Marysville is now hiring for various positions. Excellent pay, growth potential, and outstanding benefits that include annual wage reviews, incentive bonus with 60% of profits given back to employees, attendance bonus, comprehensive insurance plan with $500 deductible, paid time off, paid holidays, 401k, and much more. Apply online at landall.com or phone 785-562-5381. EEO Vets and Disability welcome.
As you gear up for another planting season, is your equipment as efficient as it can be? Have Cottage Hill Ag Supply of Waterville improve your planter's seed spacing and singulation with depth control abilities this spring. Call Darren at 785-363-6101 to find out how Precision Planting can make the most of your acreage or schedule planter maintenance or improvements. Success at harvest starts with timely planting in the spring, so contact Cottage Hill Ag Supply at 363-6101 and have your planter ready before it needs to be in the field.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
Ease the burden on your loved ones with pre-planning services offered through Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville and Anders Fifely Funeral Home in Riley. This is Jared Anders, and we can help you in assuring that your wishes will be taken care of, easing the decision process for your family. From service arrangements to special requests, let us take time to meet your exact needs. Find us online at apfunerals.com or visit us at Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville or at Anders Fifely Funeral Home in Riley.
Love is in the air on this Valentine's Day broadcast. Many local Twin Valley League teams loving a chance to sub-state run here this season, most notably the Valley Heights girls playing for seeding here tonight. Of course, sub-state action will kick off for both Frankfort and Valley Heights in just a couple weeks on the 24th. Valley Heights comes into this 2A sub-state as the 7th overall seed, 10-8 on the season. This will be a sub-state that Valley Heights does host here at home. So if the Mustangs are able to get first-round wins, they will most likely be at home for that championship game. Looking at the setup right now, it's Wabaunsee and Morrow Hill Academy, along with Donovan West and Kansas City Christian as the top 4 seeds in this 2A regional, followed by Horton, Oskaloosa, and Valley Heights. Mustangs, though, have an opportunity to punch their way to the top. Of course, top seeds will host this first-round action, too. Mustangs just on the top side, the middle half of the pack, looking for an opportunity to play at home for some postseason opportunities. As for the Frankfort girls, Lady Luck has not been on their side again this season. 4-13 on the year. They are the 12 seed out of the 13-seeded Centralia regional bracket. Lowest seed is Lawrence Bishop Seabury with only 8 games and 8 losses, too, on the year. So Frankfort right now on the bottom half, looking likely they will take on a Twin Valley foe in either Washington County, Blue Valley, or Onega possibly in first-round action of the regionals. Looking at Twin Valley League standings, too, as well. Valley Heights comes into this contest 6th in the league at 6-6. Meanwhile, Frankfort is 11th at 2-10. Both of these teams, though, with opportunities to pick up wins after tonight. Valley Heights will be on the road next Tuesday versus Blue Valley for a home matchup next Friday versus Onega to close out the season, while Frankfort will be at the road or on the road on Monday for a makeup game up at Axtell for a home matchup versus Lynn next Friday. Plenty going on, too, as well here from the Valley Heights High School. Wanted to pass along real quick that with National FFA Week starting next week, the Valley Heights FFA chapter invites everyone to Family Night Thursday, February 20th from 5:30 to 6:30 at the Valley Heights Gym. Join for a night of fun and information on FFA. And, of course, tune in to KNDY starting on Monday as we'll hear interviews from local FFA chapter members from around the area. Just wrapped up the FBLA week this week. Those kids did such a good job with that. Always like to highlight everyone that puts in work throughout the season. Mustangs back out for the final warm-ups. That means we'll take our final time out when we come back. It's starting lineups for Frankfort and Valley Heights next on KNDY FM 95.5.
F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
If any of your family members meow, bark, squeak, chew, dig, squawk, claw, play dead, or fetch, you need Dr. Porter and the Blue River Veterinary Clinic in Waterville. Dr. Porter is dedicated to the wellness and health care of your small animal pets, offering vaccinations and wellness checks, boarding, dentistry, emergency care, grooming, surgery, and radiology with her full-service clinic. A healthy pet is a happy pet, and a happy pet means a happy home. Call today for your appointment, 363-2222.
Every week, stay informed and connected with the Frankfort community top stories by getting the Frankfort Area News, a small-town newspaper dedicated to their subscribers, advertisers, and community. Established in 1991, the Frankfort Area News is the official paper of the City of Frankfort, City of Vermilion, and USD 380. They love hearing from their readers. If you have a story, wedding, birth, or something you think local readers would enjoy, or to subscribe, get in touch with the Frankfort Area News, 785-292-4726.
Every great team has shared qualities that separated them from all else. Whether you're talking about the 72 Dolphins, the 92 Dream Team, the Fab Five, or the Magnificent Seven, you can count on one thing. The vision was clear and the commitment was obvious. High standards were set and improvement was never ending. At Sapp Brothers, our goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And we'll reach our goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Join our team, Sapp Brothers Petroleum, in Philly, Crete, Lincoln, Humboldt, and Hanover, Kansas.
When shopping a hometown grocer, you want selection and service, like G&R Market in Frankfort offers. Stocked with the freshest produce and always fresh meat counter, along with weekly specials, they'll make your wallet happy. Shop the G&R Market app or grab a cart and look around to find something new for dinner. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 7, Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 9 to 5. Great deals, friendly faces every time at G&R Market in Frankfort.
We are back on a night of love here from the home of the Valley Heights Mustangs. Again, Frankfort and Valley Heights set to square off next year on KNDY. Plenty of action going on elsewhere around the Twin Valley League. Donovan West is at Hanover in a top-flighted girls contest in that one. Blue Valley is at Axtell, Washington County at Onega, while Lynn is at Centralia. Elsewhere, Marysville hosts Chapman over on KNDY FM 94.1 AM 1570. If you're looking for some more basketball action in North Central Kansas League action, Abilene faces off against Rossville. Concordia at Rock Creek, and Wamego versus Calais Center. Game time is right around the corner between the Mustangs and the Wildcats. We'll take our final time out for the national anthem. When we come back, it's starting lineups. It's game time here on KNDY.
Titan Trailer Manufacturing of Waterville offers a full line of horse and livestock trailers, flatbed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers, stock trailers, cargo trailers, and custom trailers. Are you sensing a theme here? Trailers. If you need it, they have it. Not only do they have it, Titan Trailers are a higher standard of quality manufactured in Waterville. You're pulling the best with a Titan Trailer. Log on to TitanTrailer.com and find a dealer near you and see for yourself.
Thank you for calling Big Tech. Your wait time is approximately 25 minutes.
This Valentine's Day, break up with the big guys and fall in love with faster, more reliable internet connection with Blue Valley Technologies. It's okay for things to move fast with symmetrical speeds and no data caps. We'll always be here for you with our 24/7 technical support. If you're looking for a lasting internet connection, call 877-876-1228.
As a producer, you wear a lot of hats, from livestock expert to machinery and crop expert. For ag lending expertise, you can count on us. We'll help with the loans you need for livestock, seed, and equipment. So when it comes to ag, talk to us. Like you, our field is agriculture. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
We're just making a living, making things grow.
Flint Hills Mechanical is a call away for your plumbing work, heating, and air conditioning. Backed up or won't drain? Call Flint Hills Mechanical. New and existing plumbing work, plus heating and air conditioning, as well as custom sheet metal service. Call on Flint Hills Mechanical. Find them on Facebook or give them a shout at 785-313-0103. Flint Hills Mechanical, Frankfort.
I made the comment a couple weeks ago, nothing better than a high school band performing the national anthem to make you feel like you live in the best country in this world. It's game time between the Wildcats and the Mustangs. Starting lineups here tonight. We'll start with Frankfort for the Wildcats. Lorelai Loizo is back into the starting lineup. The 5'10 junior will be down low with number 21, Tessa Parthimer, the 5'8 senior. Outside also along for the Wildcats, it'll be number 4, Miley Howes, the 5'7 sophomore, to go along with Breeley Everett out on the outside. Final starter tonight will be number 15, Holland Shirley, getting the start around the other 4 for the Wildcats. Shirley, a 5'5 junior. So the Frankfort Wildcats will go Miley Howes, Breeley Everett, Tessa Parthimer, Lorelai Loizo, and Holland Shirley for their starting 5. For head coach Brian Everett, now in his 9th year at the helm for the Wildcats. Starting lineups for the Valley Heights girls, a welcome sight will be coming out front. It'll be number 2, Josie Parker, a 5'11 junior, Tessa Miller, a 5'4 senior, and Ann Turber, a 5'8 senior. On the outside, down low, it'll be number 31, Mia Vermitten, a 5'7 junior, and back into the starting lineup tonight, Ava Smith. Number 25, the 5'9 junior, will get the start. For the Mustangs, it'll be Josie Parker, Tessa Miller, and Turber, Mia Vermitten, and Ava Smith. For 8th-year head coach Jordan Brockshman, now at the helm, Valley Heights is 10-8, 6-6 in league play, averaging 54 points per game while allowing 46. Meanwhile, Frankfort 4-13, 2-10 in league play, allowing 47 points per game while just scoring a hair over 38. Wildcats under 9th-year head coach Brian Everett. This is a series that historically has been very close. Went back the past couple of years. Valley Heights is 6-4 in the last 10 meetings between these two. Of course, it was a blowout victory for the Mustangs back on the 16th of January, 71-23 versus Frankfort. Let's see if the Wildcats have something different. In the jump circle, it's Loizo. It is Smith. Smith in the home whites. Mustangs across the chest. Purple numbers front and back. Frankfort red away jerseys. Red Frankfort across the chest with white numbers front and back. First tip is won by Frankfort, and we'll work left to right here as we view it from Valley Heights High School. Good to have you all along tonight on KNDY FM 95.5, online at KNDYradio.com, as well as in the free KNDY mobile app. Here's a first steal taken by Ava Smith. On the other way, up and down for two. Ava Smith, first bucket for her off the turnover, and Mustangs quickly into the patented full court pressure that causes so many problems for a lot of area teams. First foul, though, was a little bit too aggressive, was Ann Turber. Will pick up her first personal foul. Speaking of Ann, stick around during the boys contest. She's going to join us on the broadcast. Ann's interested in getting into some radio broadcasting after her high school career is done. So she asked if she could sit in with us. Absolutely. So we'll look for some first-hand point of views after this contest. Out front, Tessa Barthomer is pounded by Ava Smith. Barthomer looking for some help. Smith still on it. Barthomer finally gets it off to Ever. We talked about the season that Frankfort has had due to the injuries and sickness. Barthomer, one of those players, out the last time we saw them over at Onega. Breeley Everett also out in that contest, but now back and healthy. The Wildcats look for a big win here, again, to try and stop a skid. There's a three-ball left wing is up and down for Tessa Barthomer. As I was writing something down on my notes, big triple from the left wing for Barthomer. Mustangs work it back inside the middle. Josie Parker kicks it out to Mia Vermitten. Mustangs with high two as well in the starting lineup, 5'9", 5'8", and 5'11" down low. Three-ball Tessa Miller, but offensive board. And Turber, another possession allowed for the Mustangs. Ava Smith works her way inside, kicks it out short corner. Now Mustangs will reset. Early first quarter action here, 3-2, as we're going to have a charge will be called, I believe, on Ava Smith as she came into the lane a little bit too aggressive on that one. Turnover Mustangs as well. Again, these two teams met earlier this season. Valley Heights running away with that one, 71-23, as it was all Valley Heights from the get-go, but this has been a series that has been close the last couple of years. Last year, it was a 44-41 victory for Valley Heights, as Tessa Miller will commit the foul at half court. Going back to that game, though, a 3-point win for the Mustangs. That was one of 3 losses for Frankfort on the season. Of course, Frankfort girls won the 1A Division I state championship last year under head coach Brian Eppert. First one in school history. Here, though, this year, it has been a struggle to find some consistency as Wildcats throw it over into the backcourt, says the far side official. And Frankfort coming off a tough loss Tuesday night, 76-17. That was against Centralia, though. No one's scoring a lot on Centralia this season. But offense has floundered the last couple nights as Ann Turber gets inside the lane. Good little turnaround there for Turber. Drops it in 4-2. It's 4-3. Mustangs take back the lead. Frankfort breaks the press, now throws it out of bounds. Turnover Wildcats. I was talking about the Frankfort offense. So Wildcats team scored 69 points in a game earlier in this season, but the last 4 games for Frankfort coming out of the TVL tournament, 47, 36, 27, and 17 points for Wildcats team that averages under 40 on the season. Vermitten pass to Smith is going to be too hot for Ava to handle. Turnover Valley Heights. And now Ava commits a foul 70 feet away from the bucket. That's going to be her second personal. And talking to head coach Jordan Broxman throughout the season, if anything has to say about Ava, you obviously want a player to play just as hard as they can every play. But getting back and being smart with those fouls is such an integral part of what makes this Mustangs defense run. Defense that, again, is allowing just 46 points per game. Not near up to the mark the last couple, though, for the Mustangs. Last year is just over 41. Year before that, 38 for Valley Heights. Head coach Brian Eppert's going to take an early timeout as he didn't like the offensive set. We'll take it with them. Early lead for Valley Heights, 4-3. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
What is shining like that?
Oh, it's just my teeth.
Whoa, how'd you get them so white?
It's easy. I go to Gray Family Dental. They've been serving Northeast Kansas for over 19 years and have locations in Marysville, Blue Rapids, and Frankfort. With all that experience, they really know what they're doing.
Really? They sound amazing.
They sure are. Remember, if you want the whitest teeth in the business from a local employer who supports your schools and community, go to Gray Family Dental. Schedule your appointment by calling 562-5323 today.
Max Blasky back with you here on our final regular season Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. We're going to end broadcast here this evening. There will still be games going on next week, but we're going to get ready for some sub-state action as it's been a long season, but always glad to have you along for the entire ride. Whether you picked up your basketball, football season, it's not going to end, though, as we'll have baseball before we know it. Wildcats turn it over. Lindsey Gray at the other end puts it up and down for two. Good-looking score there from the sophomore. Saw her, this would have been a month or so ago against the Washington County Tigers, put in 8 threes in her first start for the injured Smith. Tessa Parsomer works her way all the way to the rim, loses it going up on the wild shot, and Mustangs control. It was an early 2-0 start for Valley Heights. Parsomer knocked in a 3, but now it's been Mustangs with the last 4 as Josie Barker just gets to her spot right inside the paint and drops in a little floater. Now a quick 6-0 run for the Mustangs against Frankfort. Man-to-man defense here for Valley Heights. Looking at right post into Lorelei Loizo. This one's going to be tipped out of bounds and off of, I believe, Tessa Parthimer, so it'll go back over to Valley Heights. Substitution now for the Mustangs. Tessa Miller will check out. Paige Miller will come back in. Paige, the 5'6" sophomore guard. Opportunity here in this one. And Turber pump fakes one, spins to the right, shot up, no good. Good little looking move there from Turber. Needs to be offensively aggressive. Many teams will key on Ava Smith, especially getting into the postseason, and players like Ann, Mia Vermette, and Lindsey Gray, they can get some scoring going here for Valley Heights. They could be a dangerous team. And again, a sub-state that I don't want to say is wide open, but right now going into tonight's contest, the Valley Heights was sitting as the 7 seed with no team less than 4 losses on the year in that sub-state. So kind of a clutter there at the top of the Blue Rapids sub-state. Miscommunication there for Miley Haug and Tessa Parthimer. Another turnover, Frankfort. Unofficially, that's their 6th now here in this first quarter as Valley Heights leads by 5, 8-3, 3 minutes left to play, first quarter action. If you're looking for some more basketball, Bruce Dierking has the call over on our sister station, FM 94.1, AM 1570, as Chapman Irish traveled up to Marysville to take on the Bulldogs. Turnover on Valley Heights will send it back to Frankfort. Tessa Bigham will check now into the contest. Number 22, the 5'9" sophomore. She will check out Mia Vermitten. Paige Miller, Tessa Bigham, Josie Parker, Ava Smith, Lindsey Gray out there for Valley Heights. Tessa Parthimer, Breeley Epper, Miley Haug, right? Holland Shirley, and Lorelei Loizo down low for Frankfort right now with 2:44 left to play. First quarter action of our girls contest, while the hopefully very competitive and storyline-ridden boys ones coming up after this one. Foul will be called on Breeley Epper trying to get the loose ball back as I believe it was Tessa Bigham poked it away. Oh, no, they're going to put that one on effort on Miley Haug. So Haug picks up now her first personal, first team foul for Frankfort. Right side, Smith kicks it to Parker. Parker drives in the middle of the lane. No one there to stop her. Puts it up on the rim and a foul. And free throws now upcoming for Josie Parker. Tessa Parthimer picks up her first personal. It'll be 2 quick fouls for Frankfort after not committing a personal in the first half of that quarter. Parker knocks down the free throw attempt. Second one upcoming now for Parker. Junior knocks it down. She's 2 for 2 from the stripe. Substitution as Alice Hyman will check in for who's going to go out. We've got 6. Okay, here we go. Now we got her there. Alice Hyman will check into the game. The 5'7" sophomore. Out will go Holland Shirley, who got the start here tonight. It was early 3-2 lead for Frankfort, but since then the offense has just fizzled against the Valley Heights team that, of course, likes to get after it defensively. Last 2 years, Under head coach Jordan Brockschman, Valley Heights has allowed 41 points per game and 38 2 years ago. Here's another steal by Smith. Ava off and running. Nice lead pass. Josie Parker drops it down for 2, and Smith just throws it over the top of the defense. Josie Parker benefiting from the poor interior defense of Frankfort, now with 6 points to lead all scores. Freely Everett, a good contributor off of last year's team, takes matters into her own hands and takes it right to the front of the rim, and will draw foul shots now for the Wildcats. Had a chance again to see Frankfort a couple weeks ago versus Onega. Talked with Brian Eppert after that contest, and just what really did there, the confidence to take it right into the teeth of the defense offensively, and then also just basketball plays. Of course, a lot of these girls didn't play on last year's championship team, but he said, especially for the younger girls, this is the part of the season that can really benefit them. Of course, Frankfort 2 seniors, Eppert and Farthimer. Other than that, everyone will be back next year as Eppert goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. Back the other way, Mustangs quick as a wink. They lose it inside as Parker can't handle the pass from Smith. Turnover happy for both teams here in this first quarter. 12-4 is our score. 1:34 left to play. High arcing shot for the free throw line for Lorelei Loizo. Will draw it down for her first bucket. 6-point contest. Tessa Miller works her way inside for the Mustangs. Good post-to-post give. Josie Parker just right around Lorelei Loizo. And Josie Parker is having herself a night now. 3 for 3 from the floor. 8 points with the pair of free throws as we go under 65 seconds left in the first. Wild shot up from Eppert. Offensive rebounds will not go down, though, from Alice Hyman, but it's going to be tipped around and saved by Eppert in the corner. Another possession here for Frankfort. Miley Howell kicks it out to Breeley, swings it left wing. Parthimer inside pass, tipped away by Parker. Valley Heights off and running. Here's Tessa Miller at the lane, up and down for Tessa Miller. Valley Heights running a track meet here in this first quarter as it's a 10-point advantage for the Mustangs. Final 35 seconds left of this girls' contest. Coming up at quarter break, we'll give you a little preview of the boys' game coming up here after this one. Mentioned a few storylines in that one. Getting a little deeper there in our final regular season broadcast here on KNDY FM 95.5. 14 seconds left. Miley Howe gets to the right block, kicks it out. Eppert, top side with 10. Inside, Lorelei Loizo off her hands, and she'll control with 7 in it. Breeley will have to go. Right wing looking for some help. Miley will have to fire up a shot. Nope, it's going to be a travel on too many steps. Back over to Valley Heights with 1.3 on the clock. Hall and Shirley back into this contest for Frankfort. Shot from half court. Tessa Miller takes in. With 1.3 on the clock, Tessa Miller just let it go from half court, and she banks it in on the east end of the gym. What can go right will go right for the Mustangs as we go into quarter break. Valley Heights leading 19-6.
When caring for someone you care for, let Frankfort Community Care Home offer you peace of mind. Rooted in community and activity, your loved ones will live in a home where life is worth living. A care-first approach that's unique to each resident's likes and dislikes, needs and preferences is what sets Frankfort Community Care Home apart. With staff that will go the extra mile to enhance residents' total well-being in a loving environment, Frankfort Community Care Home continues to be a home with a heart.
Want to unleash yield potential? I present to you Pioneer brand corn with the best agronomics in the industry, including better standability along with more tolerance to tar spot from varieties like 0859, 13050, and 13777. Unleash bin-busting yield potential in 2025. Call me, Thad Argenbright, at 785-313-3064 today and find out why. With Pioneer from Performance Ag, you always get more than a bag of seed.
Mentioned it going to break. What can go right will go right for the Mustangs. They lead 19-6. They've shot 8 for 10 from the floor. They are 2 for 2 from the free throw line and forced Frankfort into 9 turnovers in that first quarter. Again, this was a game on this January 16th that got away from Frankfort, a 71-23 win for Valley Heights, as Wildcats were down numbers in that one here. Wildcats as full strength as they can get, just can't find any offense, as Tessa Parthimer, Lorelei Loizo, and Breeley Eppert are the only ones to score. A 3-shot up by Holland Shirley. It'll be a miss, but offensive board for the Wildcats. Here's Lorelei Loizo. Good move inside, but can't get it to drop down on the second attempt. Off and running are the Mustangs. Starting second quarter, Ann Turber, Ava Smith, Mia Vermint, Josie Parker, Tessa Miller. As for Frankfort, it'll be Holland Shirley, Lorelei Loizo, Breeley Eppert, Miley Haug, and Tessa Parthimer, as Lorelei does a good job to force the Valley Heights turnover. Valley Heights now shifting their defense for Omley man-to-man, as there's a 3-ball from Eppert. That goes the other way back to Valley Heights. Now Valley Heights working a little 2-3 zone here. Conversation we had with head coach Jordan Brockstrom a few weeks ago on our KDY Coaches Corner about seeing a different defenses and playing different defenses late here in the year. You can hear that full conversation at KNDYradio.com underneath the Sports Podcast tab. And this week we're able to chat with Kenny Steinfort. His boys looking for a big win coming up later. Mermitten spins in the lane. Shot will be missed. Now jump ball will be called. Talked about the boys contest coming up a little bit. Valley Heights comes in 3-14. Frankfort 3-15. So opposite seasons. So again, a little history between these two. Second-year head coach Adam Schreiner, former coach here at Valley Heights. He'll be back over here in the home of the Mustangs for the first time since he left Valley Heights 2 years ago. Of course, Mustangs under first-year head coach Kenny Steinfort looking for some consistency this season with a younger team. Mustangs kind of a 2-1-2 trapping defense. Here's a 3-ball. Shirley, right wing, drops down for Holland. Shirley took that one with confidence and let it fly right in front of Ann Turber. 3-ball for Frankfort. It's now a 10-point game. At the other end, though, Ava Smith just forces her way right into the front of the lane, and it gets it to drop down 4-2. Tessa Parthimer all the way to the rack, gets inside, will dribble that pivot foot as head coach Brian Eppert tells her to dribble it or to shoot it, and you get that close. Out will go Alice Hyman, and will come Miley Howe. 21-9 is our score. Second quarter action, 5:48 left to play. Coming up at halftime, we'll take a look at scores brought to you by Jeff Wirtz of the TVL Sports Spotlight, as well as action going on elsewhere. 3-ball is going to be off the mark from Josie Parker. Parker leading scorer in that first quarter, with 8 points. She's 3 for 3 from the floor, 2 for 2 from the line. Ann Turber left wide open at the free throw line. Shot will go off the left side of the rim. Defensive board, good board, pulled down by Lorelei Loizo. Loizo, a 5'10 junior, I think has an opportunity to really step up the game next year. I made the comment to Coach Eppert after the naked contest, as on the putback, it's up and down for Alice Hyman. But this Frankfort team, I still believe, has an opportunity, especially next year, to grow and maybe cause some havoc in the TVL. Here's a turnover forced by Holland Shirley. Shirley now off and running, kicks it right side to Eppert. Wildcats trying to cut this deficit down to single digits as it's 21-11. Straight man-to-man hounding defense for Valley Heights. Hyman tries to drive left baseline, but Smith cuts her off. Now up top to Parthimer around the horn to Shirley, right wing. Breeley Eppert, right wing, thinks about a three, gets inside the paint, spins left, now spins back right. Inside pass will be tipped away, and all that worked for a turnover as Tessa Parthimer tried to throw it from outside the three-point line to Lorelei Loizo deep in the post. At the other end, a 3-ball, and Turber drops it down for her first triple. 5 points now for Ann as it's back up to a 24-11 contest. Again, this Valley Heights Mustang team has been tested all season. We mentioned that Chapman game that Bruce Dierking has the call over on our sister stations as Eppert takes it hard to the rim and draws a foul and 2 free throws. Valley Heights, again this season, games against Chapman, Nemaha Central, Riley County, Marysville. Of course, coming off a tough loss at Clay Center on Tuesday night, 62-54-8, a contest that the Mustangs led a majority of the way. The Valley Heights did a good job to bounce back, pick up a good win last night versus Clifton Clyde, 66-56. Mustangs looking for some momentum here heading into the sub-state period of the schedule. Effort goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. Frankfort now 2 for 4 from that line as that foul went on Ann Turber, picked up her second. So she'll be subbed out for Lindsey Gray. Also in there, Tessa Bigham and Paige Miller. 3-ball by Lindsey Gray is going to be off the mark. I believe it'll stay with the Mustangs. Yes, it will, underneath their own baskets. Mia Vermin will inbound underneath her own. Gets it into Gray. Now Paige Miller top side. Around the horn, looking to go work post to post. Smith inside, up off the glass. No good, an actual air ball. It'll be out of bounds, back over to Frankfort. A reminder to catch the TVL rundown every Thursday during the 7 noon and 5 o'clock news blocks. Jeff Wirtz and myself chat everything Twin Valley League athletics. Next week we're going to be talking maybe a little postseason of bowling before we get into the basketball schedule of the postseason. You can check that out live on KNDY or online at KNDYradio.com underneath the podcast tab. Smith will force the turnover from Frankfort, then a foul will be committed on Alice Hyman, her first personal foul. She'll be checked out, hauling Shirley back into the contest. 5 out there now for Frankfort. Shirley, Malaizo, Effort, Parthimer, and Haug. It's Smith, Miller, Bigham, Vermitten, and Gray in for Valley Heights. Nice little take there from Paige Miller. She drops it in 4-2. Quickly, it's back up to a 14-point lead for Valley Heights, 26-12. This was a 19-6 game at the end of the first quarter, thanks in part to the hot shooting for Valley Heights, 8 for 10 from the floor. Valley Heights has slowed down on the attempts here in the second as a turnover leads to a run out, but a turnover leads to another turnover. Effort splits underneath the Valley Heights basket. Timeout will be taken by Frankfort to save a possession. We'll take a 30-second with them. We come back, final 2:42 of the second quarter.
Trailers for You would like to remind you to give them a call to book your Hogemeyer and Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed. The yield advantages are in the data for corn and soybeans. This is Jane Studer with Trailers for You, located at the corner of Highway 9 and 99 in Frankfort. If you're wanting to upgrade to a Merit stock trailer or a travel-along dump or flatbed trailer, give us a call at 785-292-4166. They're also booking your net wrap for next year. Call Trailers for You at 785-292-4166. Go Cats!
Twin Valley Thrift Shops are always updating with new arrivals. Check out the warehouse in Waterville and Twice But Nice in Beatty for a great selection of clothes, toys, games, home decor, everyday pieces, and at the warehouse they stock furniture and more as well. Your purchase and, of course, your contributions benefit local residents served by Twin Valley Developmental Services. Both locations always accept donations of good, clean, quality used items you're no longer using. Visit the Twin Valley Thrift Shops in Waterville and Beatty.
Both teams took a little longer in that timeout. We're going to come out here with a foul after the break. Down low, it will be Tessa Bigham picking up her first personal foul. Underneath her own basket, Breeley Effort will look to throw it in. She tries Lorelai Lizo underneath the basket. It's going to be tipped around and stay with the Wildcats. 14-point advantage for the Mustangs. Led this entire way. Actually, Frankfort jumped out to a 3-2 lead early in the first quarter, but the Mustangs went on a quick 6-0 run to close that one down. Parthimer fires up a 3. It's going to be an air ball out of bounds back over now to Valley Heights. And again, offensive consistency has been a struggle for this Frankfort team all season, only scoring about 38 points per game. And again, the last 2 games managed 27 and 17. Of course, against very respectable defenses, Blue Valley Rams girls do have a good defense. And, of course, Centralia on Tuesday night just absolutely shut down Frankfort That Panthers team, though, still undefeated, 17-0 on the season under All-State. We're going to go ahead and call her All-State Owen Dieters. One of the better teams that I've seen this season. Jump ball will stay with the Mustangs. Lindsey Gray will check out. Josie Parker back in. Good defense here from Lorelei Loizo as she read the quick inbound pass to Tessa Bigham. Mustangs were there, but Lorelei, good defensive presence to get back at it. And this is a young Frankfort team. Two seniors on the roster, Breeley Effort and Tessa Parthimer, both played big parts of the title run that the Wildcats had last season. But again, this year, just a lot of girls that haven't played a lot of basketball in their high school careers. Here's a turnover. Colin Shirley goes into the lane. Too many happy feet on that one. The other end, Josie Parker was able to get up a shot for the Mustangs and make it go down. Double digits now for Parker. First one there for either team here in this contest as it's a 28-12 lead for Valley Heights. Josie Parker's shot altered by Lorelei Loizo. Good defense there by the junior. Altered, maybe they're letting a little more defense play than they did early in that first quarter. Inside, really Effort works her way, kicks it out. Shirley now will go top the key, set up this Wildcats offense. Tessa Parthimer inside, a lot of contact, and free throws will be coming for Parthimer. Let's see who they put that personal foul on. Tessa Bigham now picks up her second personal foul. No one in real trouble of foul or in real foul trouble for either team here in this second quarter. Bigham, Smith, and Turber all have two for Valley Heights. Right now, Tessa Bigham and Turber out there playing with those two. Second free throw here from Parthimer. That one's off the rim. She goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. As we go under minute 50 inside, blocked by Lorelei Loizo as Dan Turber got the shot up. Good defensive stop there by the 5'10 junior. And then a foul will be committed on Paige Miller trying to get the ball back. First person on Paige, fourth for the Mustangs here as we go under the final 60 seconds of this first half. Again, coming up at halftime, we'll take a look at scores updated around the league, courtesy of the TVL Sports Spotlight. A recap of this first half and get you ready for boys action coming up in just a little bit. 3-ball is airballed by Holland Shirley, leads to a run out. Vermitten leads it to Parker, misses the shot. Inside defensive board fought for and taken away by Tessa Parthimer. 30 seconds left to play in this first half. 28-13, and a turnover. Frankfort goes right into the stands, making number 15 in this first half already. Head coach Brian Effort's team, as it has been a rough go of it here for this Frankfort offense. Mustangs, though, they haven't looked, I don't want to say this, too with the foot down on the pedal, I guess, if we're going to say that. Doing a good job of running offense and just looking for good shots here in this one. Now with 6 on the shot clock, has to be a shot put up. It's a 3 from Paige Miller. It's off offensive board, though. Tessa Bigham up and down for 2 as the halftime buzzer sends us into break. Through the first 16 minutes, it's all Valley Heights, 30-13 leading this one. Frankfort held to just 7 points in that second quarter as Valley Heights continues to pour it on. Again, leading here at half, 30-13. We'll take a timeout. We come back, recap the first half action here on KNDY-FM 95.5 as we close down the year. Their final Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. Marysville Dental Care, where Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number 1 rated dentist in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book the appointment and the attention that you deserve. Again, your halftime score, Valley Heights leading 30-13. We'll be back after this.
Sharp Manufacturing in Blue Rapids. Building quality, locally produced custom trailers, wishing all Mustang athletes the best of luck this year. From start to finish, the best is what you'll get from Sharp Manufacturing. Check out their full line of high-quality enclosed cargo trailers and custom car haulers at sharpmanufacturing.com. the best and last trailer you'll need. Sharp Manufacturing in Blue Rapids.
KNDY is proud to be your local sports leader. For over 40 years, KNDY has been bringing you the scores, interviews, and live play-by-play action of your favorite teams all season long, year after year. Not just playoff time. Times and technology change, but our dedication to area sports remain the same. KNDY Sports, on air, online, and on our mobile app.
With a history of success and a commitment to innovation, DeKalb Asgrow brands deliver consistent yield results that farmers can count on season after season. Parker Seed of Waterville can make sure your new crop year starts with the best seeds that have the proven performance for better yield potential. Let them provide the right seed for your environmental conditions to produce the most bushels per acre in your fields. Call Todd at Parker Seed at Waterville, 785-562-6687.
You've reached Billy Bob's Propane. Nobody can take your call now, but somebody will get back to you sometime.
Yeah, this is Frank Jones, and I'm switching propane companies. Why? Wanklin Oil has more to offer, and to be honest, better prices. They also gave me options that fit my budget, and in case you don't remember, I called last week because I was nearly out of propane. You never called me back. I'm now out of propane.
Switching propane dealers is no big deal. Call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Wanklin Oil, we've had the energy since 1926.
Looking for a spot to refuel you or the whole team? Make the Route 77 Corner Store your ultimate pit stop. From Hunt Brothers Pizza and soft serve ice cream in Blue Rapids to hand-breaded fried chicken and fish in Waterville, fountain drinks, snacks, and sweet treats. Save on fuel with the Dino Pay app every time you hit the road. To take a break or stay on the go, let the Route 77 Corner Stores of Blue Rapids and Waterville fuel you up for your next road trip.
Max Blasky back with you here on KNDY FM 95.5. Valley Heights leading Frankfort girls 30-13 at halftime. It was a team effort by Valley Heights. We're going to start, though, with Frankfort. They're on the losing end of the scoreboard. Frankfort held to 6 points in the first quarter, 7 in the second. Big story, though, Frankfort 15 turnovers. Not allowed their offense to get going, although offense hasn't been too sharp. Frankfort only 4 of 13 from the floor in that first half. Good enough for 31%. Yes, only 4 makes from the floor in that first half for a Frankfort offense that only scores 38 points per game. Last time these two teams met up, again, it was a 71-23 win for Valley Heights. So I guess on the good news, Frankfort 10 more points. You got that score total again. Leading the way, Tessa Barthomer with 4 3-points from Holland Shirley, 2 points apiece for Breeley Everett, Alice Hyman, Lorelei Malizo. Again, Frankfort 4 for 13 from the floor. They are 3 for 6 from the free throw line with 15 turnovers in this first half. For Valley Heights, though, what I guess I want to say what couldn't go wrong didn't go wrong, but they were playing exceptional ball in that first half. Valley Heights goes 13 for 23 from the floor. They're shooting it at a clip of 57%. Leading the way is Josie Barker, 10 points. She had 8 of those in the first quarter on perfect shooting. 5 points apiece for Tessa Miller and Ann Turber, 4 for Ava Smith, then 2 apiece for Lindsey Gray, Paige Miller, and Tessa Bigham. Malone Mustang not to score and touch the floor. Mia Vermitten, so far here in this one, she's 0 for 1 from the floor. But again, Valley Heights, 30 points on 13 for 23 shooting, 57%. Mustangs 2 for 2 from the free throw stripe, 8 turnovers in that first half too as well. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back at second half action, we'll also take a look at scores around the league when we come back. And a reminder that in between the boys and girls games, don't go anywhere, as we'll chat with both boys head coaches Adam Schreiner and Kenny Steinford for the Wildcats and the Mustangs, respectively. That's coming up after the girls contest. Again, your halftime score, girls 30-13. We'll be back with a look around the league next here on KNDY.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
Everyone's wanting to reduce, reuse, and recycle. How about reducing the amount of money leaving your bank account every month? With income-based living and reduced cable bill cost for everyone, Waterville Housing Authority is your housing partner. Enjoy maintenance-free and comfortable living in 1 or 2 bedroom apartments. Check out their Facebook page or call 785-363-2239. That's 785-363-2239.
Landall Company in Marysville is now hiring for various positions. Excellent pay, growth potential, and outstanding benefits that include annual wage reviews, incentive bonus with 60% of profits given back to employees, attendance bonus, comprehensive insurance plan with $500 deductible, paid time off, paid holidays, 401k, and much more. Apply online at landall.com or phone 785-562-5381. EEO Vets and Disability welcome.
As you gear up for another planting season, is your equipment as efficient as it can be? Have Cottage Hill Ag Supply of Waterville improve your planter's seed spacing and singulation with depth control abilities this spring. Call Darren at 785-363-6101 to find out how Precision Planting can make the most of your acreage or schedule planter maintenance or improvements. Success at harvest starts with timely planting in the spring, so contact Cottage Hill Ag Supply at 363-6101 and have your planter ready before it needs to be in the field.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
Where do you turn when the unexpected happens? You may wonder what's next. Who do I call? What should I do? We at Christy Anders and Anders Fifely Funeral Homes are here to assist by providing support and personal services while helping create a beautiful and unique tribute for your loved one. We're proud to offer affordable, personalized packages to fit any budget. You can find us online at apfunerals.com or visit us in Waterville at Christy Anders Funeral Home or in Riley at Anders Fifely Funeral Home.
The end of the high school basketball season is quickly upon us. That means sub-state standings starting to take effect. Valley Heights looking like they'll pick up a win here tonight as they lead 30-13 at half. Scores elsewhere around the league in girls action. Axel leads Blue Valley 21-8. Watch out for the Axel Eagles out in that Tescott girls sub-state. Could be 2 teams coming out of that from the Twin Valley League out in the Class 1A Division II state champion, as both Hanover and Lynn enter tonight's contest leading that sub-state. Speaking of the Lynn Bulldogs, though, they are trailing Centralia girls 20-4 after the first quarter against Centralia. Just an excellent team this season. Elsewhere around the leagues, in a battle of top teams in the Twin Valley League, Hanover girls lead Donovan West 12-7. And final score update to bring for you, I think that was it. Other scheduled games tonight, Washington County at Onega. And, of course, over on our sister station, FM 94.1, AM 1570, Marysville Bulldogs playing against the Chapman Irish right now at half. Marysville with the 2-point lead over Chapman. Elsewhere around the state, Wamego leading Clay Center 20-16 at half. Clay Center girls knocked off Valley Heights on Tuesday. And Rock Creek up on Concordia 30-18. I know it was mentioned a time or two around, but every time we mention Marysville, if you haven't heard, big congratulations to Willow Todd of the Marysville Bulldogs a couple Saturdays ago against Centralia. Didn't drop a state high, but definitely dropped a Marysville high school scoring record, 64 points in a win, overtime win versus Centralia. The state record was 69, I believe, set back in the 60s. And congratulations to Willow Todd. I know Mustang fans very familiar with that name the last 2 years as the Bulldogs and the Mustangs have matched up each of the last 2 years in the first game of the contest. Oton had the better luck of the Mustangs this year, winning 55-40 here at home. Back to halftime action. Starters for the second half, same as the first half. Ava Smith, Mia Vermitten down low for the Mustangs. Out front, it'll be Tessa Miller, Josie Parker, and Turber. As for the Wildcats, Tessa Parthimer, Breeley Eppert, Lorelei Loiza, Miley Haug, and Holland Shirley. In Mustangs looking for a momentum-building win going into sub-state. Valley Heights has games left against Blue Valley and Onega, while Frankfort games against Axtell and Lynn to close out the season. 3 balls both sides, as Holland Shirley can't hit on the Frankfort side. Tessa Miller can't hit on the Valley Heights side. Really, Eppert can't find the make on the run out either for Frankfort. As back the other way we go for the Mustangs. Again, defense was solid for Valley Heights. They held Frankfort to single digits in both quarters, as now a turnover will be forced by the Frankfort defense. A 9th in the game by Valley Heights. Here comes the Mustangs. Full court pressure. They were in for most of it in that first half, but then slowed it down midway in the second quarter to work on a little 2-1-2 zone. Something of the matter here. Full court man-to-man. Tessa Parthimer gets it across the timeline against Smith. Now it's poked away. Here goes Mia Vermitten to the rim. She's blocked, but foul shots will be upcoming for Mia Vermitten. Mustangs, again, a balanced offensive attack. Every player that hit the floor scored in that first half besides Vermitten. So here she has opportunity to get in the scoring column. That personal foul will go on to Tessa Parthimer, her second. First free throw goes down for Vermitten. In leading scorer in that first half, though, was Josie Parker with 10 points. She had 8 of those in the first quarter for Valley Heights. Second free throw is down for Vermitten. She goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. Mustangs now 4 for 4 from the charity line in this contest. Tubble getting it in. It's going to be tipped away. And again, stay with Frankfort. But again, this Valley Heights full court defense, very impressive here so far in this one. Of course, this is a team, again, that Valley Heights won 71-23 back on January 16th. Wildcats were without some key contributors due to illness in that one. But nonetheless, it was all Mustangs then, and it's looking like all Mustangs here on this Valentine's Day. Again, a big shout-out to all the couples and everyone celebrating tonight. Vermitten takes it away from Parthimer. Right to the stripe will go Mia Vermitten again for 2 more free throws. Want to give a huge Valentine's Day shout-out to my wife. Looking forward to getting to see you when we get done with this one. With that turnover and foul, Brian Eppert wants the timeout. We'll take it with him. It's a 60-second one. Then all Mustangs 32-13 as we play third quarter action here on KNDY.
F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
If any of your family members meow, bark, squeak, chew, dig, squawk, claw, play dead, or fetch, you need Dr. Porter and the Blue River Veterinary Clinic in Waterville. Dr. Porter is dedicated to the wellness and health care of your small animal pets, offering vaccinations and wellness checks, boarding, dentistry, emergency care, grooming, surgery, and radiology with her full-service clinic. A healthy pet is a happy pet, and a happy pet means a happy home. Call today for your appointment, 363-2222.
A reminder to stay tuned in between boys and girls contests. We will hear from both boys basketball head coaches, Adam Schreiner for Frankfort, Kenny Steinford for Valley Heights, as we chat about tonight's upcoming contest as well as the season both of those teams have had. It's kind of been opposite season for the boys. Valley Heights now 3-14, 2 of those wins coming in the Twin Valley League tournament. Frankfort, though, 13-5 in a tough sub-state, looking for a solid win here tonight. Mia Vermitten back line where she just put 2 down, drops down the first one, and see that foul went on. I don't think it was on Tessa Parthimer, but a foul went on Frankfort nonetheless off that turnover. Vermitten goes 4 for 4. Mustangs still perfect from the line, 6-4-6 as it's 34-13. Mustangs change defense again. Now kind of back into a 2-1-2 moving zone. Out there right now, Smith, Miller, Vermitten, Turber, and Parker. For Frankfort, it is Shirley, Haug, Loizo, Parthimer, and Everett. Ball around the horn, 34-13 is our score. 5:23 left to play. High arcing shot from Lorelei Loizo. That one will drop down. We saw her hit one early in the game. Quickly to the other end, though, and Turber misses the bunny on the run out by the Mustangs. And Valley Heights, a team historically under head coach Jordan Barshman, plays excellent defense and gets out and run on missed opportunities. They did there, just couldn't finish. 3 ball on the other end, Breeley Epper. That's off the rim, no good. Board being fought for what's the call? Jump ball will go over to Valley Heights. Again, Mustangs looking to get back to the state tournament for the third time in 4 years for the senior class last year. A 19-7 finish for the Mustangs. A fourth-place finish. Volleyball did excellent. A second-place finish this year at 2A state. A heck of a run from the girls. Had a heck of an opportunity to watch them take that, trying to use that momentum this season on into a 2A state championship run. But again, it is a tough sub-state that Valley Heights, again, will host. Just a few teams and records want to throw out at you. At the top, while Buncie at 14-4, I believe they held Axel to like 13 points or 16 points the other night. Other top teams, Morrow Hill Academy at 12-4, Donovan West at 12-4, Kansas City Christian 12-4. So a solid top of the bracket. But again, the Mustangs right in the middle of that pack could possibly host a first-round contest. If they keep winning, that'd be big for the momentum for the Mustangs. Inside, good ball movement, a little high-low action for Parthimer to Eppert. Really, Eppert will go to the line for free throws. Foul will go on Tessa Bigham, who just checked into the contest. Her third personal foul, first team for Valley Heights in this quarter. Really, Eppert, righty, puts up the first free throw, drops that one down. That is Frankfort's first points in the second half. It took them just under 4 minutes, as we said, at the 4:13 mark here in the third quarter. Second one for Eppert. That one's off the back of the rim, but drops down as Breeley goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. Mustangs quickly across the timeline, working left to right here. Smith, a little Euro step, hard take inside. Ball will be tipped around, taken by Frankfort. Now Tessa Parthimer off and running, but she'll smartly swing it out and set it up here for Frankfort. Holland Shirley fires the three. That one's off the left rim and no good. Back come the Mustangs. Sherber controls across the timeline. Smith wide open, right wing, bottom for Ava Smith. 7 points now for the junior. Again, a big part of this Valley Heights success this year. Mentioned the Donovan West Mustangs. She went out of that contest. Still a lot of tape on that left hand. This is the first Valley Heights game you're listening to. Ava Smith dealing with a tendon issue in her left pinky finger. A lot of tape over there. Almost looks not quite like those clubs you see in football, but still decent amount of tape. Talking to head coach Jordan Brockstrom, and nothing but time will help that one heal. So against teams like this, Clay Center having opportunities to get some rest without exerting it too much is a key for Smith. Shirley misses the three. Offensive board won't be put back either by Tessa Parthimer. And in 2 tries, Wildcats go empty on both. Back come the Mustangs. Josie Barker puts up a shot. She gets her own offensive rebound, and now Valley Heights will reset. Smith inside stringing foul will be called as reaching across the arm will send Tessa Parthimer, Ava Smith to the line. Tessa Parthimer was the one that committed that personal foul, third personal on her, the third team foul on Frankfort. Ava Smith at the line, her first trip there so far tonight. She drops down the first substitution and Turber out. Tessa Miller back in, Paige Miller back into the contest. Second free throw from Smith. That one rattles home. Good home shooting here for the Mustangs as they are 5 for 6 from the 6 for 6 from the free throw line here in this second half. All but 3 of Valley Heights' points have come from the free throw line, too, as well. This is a 30-13 game at half. Right now it's 39-15, 2:50 left to play third quarter action. Then all Valley Heights here in this one, as Frankfort just looking to build some momentum towards the back half of the season. In Frankfort games against Axtell and Lynn left on the schedule, Valley Heights has Blue Valley and Onega before both substates get started on the 24th. No shot will be called. Foul, I believe, go on Valley Heights. Paige Miller picks up the second personal foul. Gives me a chance to remind you that every KNDY broadcast is available to listen back online at any time that you would like. KNDYradio.com. Underneath the sports podcast tab, you can find every high school basketball game as well as football action from last year. We were just talking about volleyball. I know those Valley Heights games are still up there, even from ones from a couple of years ago, too, as well. Check out KNDYradio.com for all your local sports coverage action. Effort just fires up a wild shot. No shot will actually be called. Really not too happy with that. Looking for the continuation as Mia Vermitten picks up her first personal foul. Flat 4 across the baseline for Frankfort. Inside there's Parthimer. A little lob, but it'll be tipped away, taken by Valley Heights, and now Breeley Effort comes back and steals it from the Mustangs. Now a whistle will be called as action is stalled here on the Frankfort side. Josie Parker picks up a foul, and quickly that's 5 personal fouls now for the Mustangs as Frankfort will shoot free throws, the final 2:13. Parker picks up her first personal foul, sends Breeley Effort back to the line. Effort, smooth-looking stroke from the righty. Knocks down the first one. Avery Stevenson will check in here for Valley Heights. First action for her in this contest. Second one is off the mark for Effort. She goes 1 for 2 from the line. She has all the Frankfort points here in this third quarter. Still man-to-man defense for the Wildcats. Frankfort continuing to play hard, though trailing 39-16. And this is our final Marysville Dental Care game of the week. We're going to close out regular season action after tonight. But again, don't worry. High school basketball will be back on the airwaves the 24th as Josie Parker knocks down a triple on the right wing. 13 points now for the junior as she leads all scores. Mustangs up 42-16 over Frankfort. Minute 27 now. An illegal screen will be called. That foul will go on Alice Hyman. Turnover Frankfort as the Wildcats have really closed down that mark. They do have 4 turnovers here in the third. The Wildcats had 15 unofficially as a team in that first half. Final minute 20 here of the third. Starting to see some benching, clearing names coming up here for Valley Heights. A shot inside will be missed by Hyman, and that substitution will bring in number 30, Shaylee Ekstrom. Ekstrom, the seldom used 5'7" sophomore, will get some opportunities here now in the third quarter. Here she is right off the bench, trying a 3 from the left side. Shaylee walked in cold off the bench after setting for 18, 20-plus minutes. Walk in, knock down a triple. Valley Heights' second triple here of this third quarter. It's 45-16 in favor of the Mustangs. 3-ball high arcer from Lorelei Loizo. That one's no good, being fought for underneath the basket. And I believe it will stay here with Frankfort. Final 47 seconds left of this third quarter. Final 8 minutes will come and go pretty quickly. So a reminder that we'll talk to both boys' head coaches in between the boys and girls contest. Tessa Bigham gets the steal, and foul shots gives me a chance to get a 30-second break in. We'll be back after this.
Every week, stay informed and connected with the Frankfort community top stories by getting the Frankfort area news. a small-town newspaper dedicated to their subscribers, advertisers, and community. Established in 1991, the Frankfort Area News is the official paper of the City of Frankfort, City of Vermilion, and USD 380. They love hearing from their readers. If you have a story, wedding, birth, or something you think local readers would enjoy, or to subscribe, get in touch with the Frankfort Area News, 785-292-4726.
Mustangs can't do any wrong here in this one, especially from the foul stripe. Valley Heights now 10 for 10 from the free throw line here in this one. Always talk with high school coaches about what you want to see improvements on, and normally you'll talk to the free throw line. So here tonight, it's been a good run for the Mustangs. Foul was committed by Josie Parker. Will send Breeley Eppert to the line for 2 free throws. Eppert already 4 for 5 from the stripe here in this one. She'll put up now her 6th free throw, as she goes 5 for 6 in this quarter from the line. Substitutions for Valley Heights. Kinsley Gillig, the 6-foot-tall junior, will step in for first action here in this second half. So that coach Jordan Brocksham clearing benches already here in this third quarter. Top side, Mia Vermitten's going to be hounded. Foul will be called on Eppert, her first personal, with 20 seconds left to play in this third quarter. At the line will go Mia Vermitten. First free throw is down for Vermitten. Second one here for Mia will drop down 2 as well. Mustangs stay perfect from the stripe, 10 for 10 from that line here in this third quarter alone. Mia herself now with 6 points, all from the line in this quarter. 49-18, final 15 seconds of this third quarter. Miley Howe gets inside, kicks it out. Substitution 3 ball will be missed by Keely Etch, who just got in. Lorelei Loizo with the putback on the offensive board. Second one won't go, still being fought for. Paige Miller out there with it, and that's how the quarter will end. It's all Mustangs in this one, 49-18. We'll be back with final 8 minutes after this.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And they'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Proudly serving Kansas with locations at Blue Rapids and Hanover, Sapp Brothers thanks all of their current customers. If you're not a current customer, call the winning team at Sapp Brothers locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover today for all of your propane and fuel needs.
When shopping a hometown grocer, you want selection and service, like G&R Market in Frankfort offers. Stocked with the freshest produce and always fresh meat counter, along with weekly specials, they'll make your wallet happy. Shop the G&R Market app or grab a cart and look around to find something new for dinner. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 7, Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 9 to 5. Great deals, friendly faces every time at G&R Market in Frankfort.
Titan Trailer Manufacturing of Waterville offers a full line of horse and livestock trailers, flatbed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers, stock trailers, cargo trailers, and custom trailers. Are you sensing a theme here? Trailers. If you need it, they have it. Not only do they have it, Titan Trailers are a higher standard of quality manufactured in Waterville. You're pulling the best with a Titan Trailer. Log on to TitanTrailer.com and find a dealer near you and see for yourself.
First points of the fourth quarter go to Frankfort's way. Bobcats were 0 for 10 from the floor in that third quarter. All 5 points came from Breeley Eppert at the line. A trap is executed perfectly by Valley Heights. Timeout will be taken by Frankfort. We'll take it with them. All Mustangs in this one back in 60 seconds.
Thank you for calling Big Tech. Your wait time is approximately 25 minutes.
This Valentine's Day, break up with the big guys and fall in love with faster, more reliable internet connection with Blue Valley Technologies. It's okay for things to move fast with symmetrical speeds and no data caps. We'll always be here for you with our 24/7 technical support. If you're looking for a lasting internet connection, call 877-876-1228.
Raising cattle is a business, and when your business needs a financial resource, we're a good company to call on. As your ag banking resource, we've gained a lot of experience over the years, working with local producers, lending a hand. Talk to us. You'll be raising your livestock in good company. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
Historically, this has been a great matchup in these in-county rivals. Speaking from personal experience as a Valley Heights grad, always enjoyed taking on the Wildcats of Frankfort, especially in girls action. It's been back and forth the last couple of years. Frankfort and Valley Heights have split the last about 10 years. But this will be a second straight win for Valley Heights, a second straight win here in this season, as it's just a down year for head coach Brian Eppert and his Wildcats. At the line, someone who's had a solid game, really ever knocks down the free throw shot here. Kinsley Gillick picks up the personal foul. 2 straight now for Breeley. She went 5 for 6 in that third quarter from the line. She's only missed 3 attempts in 12 takes. Back the other way, backdoor cut for Smith, kicks it out. Vermitten tries to go post-to-post pass. This is going to go out of bounds, though, off of Frankfort and stay with the Valley Heights. Breeley Eppert now with 9 points, leads the way for Frankfort. Josie Parker with 13. Every Mustang going into that third quarter to touch the ball had scored. There's a big block by Lorelei Loizo, her second, maybe third year. She sends Kinsley Gillick's shot almost into the second row, but right into the hand of the Wildcats. High arcing free throw line shot now from Loizo. The offensive end won't hit down, though. Smith all the way to the cup on the other side. Gillick offensive board. Put back not on that one. Still being fought for, and it'll go back to the way of the Wildcats. Fourth quarter action here. Your score 49-22 as there's a shot from the short corner, Miley Haug. That's going to be wild. Lindsey Gray and Tessa Miller will check in for Ava Smith and Mia Vermitten, that's Avery Stevenson, who now gets out there for the Mustangs. So your 5 out there for Valley Heights now. Gillig, Gray, Miller, Stevenson, and Turber. As Haug will miss that one, it's Miley along with Shirley, Loizo, Eppert, and Parthimer. Shot inside from Gray is a miss, but Kinsley Gillig puts it in for her first bucket here in this contest. A reminder that coming up after the girls' contest, stay tuned for a conversation with both boys basketball head coaches for Frankfort and Valley Heights. We'll also have a recap first half of this girls' contest. When we get an opportunity, nice Euro through the lane for Tessa Parthimer, drops it down 4-2. And last opportunity to see most of these. It's been a heck of a career for the 2 seniors from Frankfort. There's a foul now. Foul shot's coming. Will give me a 30-second break. We'll be back after this.
Flint Hills Mechanical is a call away for your plumbing work, heating, and air conditioning. Backed up or won't drain? Call Flint Hills Mechanical. New and existing plumbing work, plus heating and air conditioning, as well as custom sheet metal service. Call on Flint Hills Mechanical. Find them on Facebook or give them a shout at 785-313-0103. Flint Hills Mechanical, Frankfort.
Mainly took that timeout, so the announcers jinxed and bite me in the butt. Tessa Miller at the line, second free throw. That one goes down as Miller goes 1 for 2. Valley Heights now 13 for 14 as a team from the free throw strike. Big part of that, Mia Vermitten was 6 for 6 in the third quarter. Mustangs have shot exceptionally well and shot at 57% in that first half and continued the hot offense here. They'll score over 50 now for, if I believe right, only the third game in a row for a Mustangs team. Loizo at 3, cans it left corner. Big triple Lorelei Loizo. Now with 7 points. At the other end, blocked by Parthimer on the Gray, or on the Josie Parker attack. It'll be go out of bounds and stay, though, with Valley Heights. Holland Shirley picks up her first personal foul. Again, we've got a boys matchup coming up after this one. Hopefully should be interesting. Parker fires up a three, not that time. Valley Heights will come into the contest 3-14 on the season. Frankfort 13-5. And these two teams met back on the 16th of January, with Frankfort coming away with a big 39-point win, 71-32. This Frankfort team looking for positioning in the sub-state standings. Foul will be called on the Mustangs down low. Kinsey Gillig a little bit too aggressive. 2 personal fouls on her. As now substitutions for the Mustangs. Tessa Bigham will come in along with, I believe that's Nora Parker. Number 12, it is the 5'8" sophomore, along with Shaylee Ekstrom, already canned a triple in this one, and Paige Miller. Backdoor cut, Lorelei Loizo lays it in from a Greeley effort feed. Good little communication there between those two. 7 points now in the quarter for Lorelei as head coach Brian Eppert. He'll also start clearing his bench. Inside, Parker trouble with it, saves it. Now inside, it's going to be tipped around off of Valley Heights, back over to Frankfort. Full-sale substitutions, again, both sides. Avery Stevenson in for the Mustangs, along with Isabel Smith. And a big congratulations. There go the 2 seniors, Breeley Effort and Tessa Barthamer, along with Miley Haug and Lorelei Loizo, and Holland Shirley to the bench. So for Frankfort in this final 72 seconds, let me see if I get these names right. Let me see if I can't find my program here for a second. Inside, it'll be Reagan Combs. It'll also be Riley Studer, along with Keely Estes, Brooke Taylor, and I believe that was everyone. Alice Hyman also out there. So Estes, Hyman, Studer, Taylor, and Combs. Last one is Ellen Hyman. She'll get some playing time here in the final minutes, but it's going to be all Valley Heights in this contest. Again, Mustangs led big at halftime or at the end of the third quarter, 49-18. Frankfort turned it on a little bit here in the fourth. Sloppy ball both ways. That's going to be a turnover off of Frankfort over to Valley Heights. Valley Heights will now pick up a third straight win over the Frankfort Wildcats 2 this season, including a 3-point win last year. Final 4 seconds will tip off. Let's see if we get a shot for one of the subs. Inside, no foul. Shot off from Stevenson. Will roll in at the buzzer for Avery Stevenson as the Mustangs pull away with this one, 54-29. Again, your final score, Valley Heights 54, Frankfort 29, Valley Heights 11-8, Frankfort now 4-14. We'll take a timeout, recap girls action when we're back here on KNDY.
What is shining like that?
Oh, it's just my teeth.
Whoa, how'd you get them so white?
It's easy. I go to Gray Family Dental. They've been serving Northeast Kansas for over 19 years and have locations in Marysville, Blue Rapids, and Frankfort. With all that experience, they really know what they're doing.
Really? They sound amazing.
They sure are. Remember, if you want the whitest teeth in the business from a local employer who supports your schools and community, go to Gray Family Dental. Schedule your appointment by calling 562-5323 today.
When caring for someone you care for, let Frankfort Community Care Home offer you peace of mind. Rooted in community and activity, your loved ones will live in a home where life is worth living. A care-first approach that's unique to each resident's likes and dislikes, needs and preferences is what sets Frankfort Community Care Home apart. With staff that will go the extra mile to enhance residents' total well-being in a loving environment, Frankfort Community Care Home continues to be a home with a heart.
Want to unleash yield potential? I present to you Pioneer brand corn with the best agronomics in the industry, including better standability along with more tolerance to tar spot from varieties like 0859, 13050, and 13777. Unleash bin-busting yield potential in 2025. Call me, Thad Argenbright, at 785-313-3064 today and find out why with Pioneer from Performance Ag, you always get more than a bag of seed.
Trailers for You would like to remind you to give them a call to book your Hogemeyer and Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed. The yield advantages are in the data for corn and soybeans. This is Jane Studer with Trailers for You, located at the corner of Highway 9 and 99 in Frankfort. If you're wanting to upgrade to a Merit stock trailer or a travel-long dump or flatbed trailer, give us a call at 785-292-4166. They're also booking your net wrap for next year. Call Trailers for You at 785-292-4166. Go Cats!
Well, for all the Frankfort fans, it was all Valley Heights Mustangs in this one. Again, girls' final score 54-29. Valley Heights led by Josie Parker with 13 points. Mustangs sent 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 girls on the floor. All 11 scored for Valley Heights as Valley Heights forced Frankfort into 20 turnovers in this game. Really, Effort led the way with the Wildcats with 9. But again, it was Valley Heights winning 54-29. We're going to get ready for boys action. Stay tuned as our conversations with head coach Kenny Seinford and Adam Schreiner are coming up next here on KNDY.